Alright, and welcome back to Legend of Heroes Trails in the Sky, take 2. Um, so I realized in take 1 that I wasn't recording the audio for the game half an hour into it, so it's not that big a deal. I did learn a few things off screen, so what I remember is going in here. And there we go. Yay, this one turned out really cute. Niall, is this how you wanted this one? Yeah, sure, something like that. However, we really got screwed, you know that? Good afternoon. Are you working on another story? Looks like you two are on the trail of a scoop again. Hey, it's you kids. Oh, Estelle and Joshua. Boy, am I glad to see that they let you out of the clinker. Yeah, I heard all about you kids getting arrested by the army up at the old mine. You certainly had me worried. Why are you acting like you had nothing to do with it? It was your info that led us to the village. Hey now, what kind of face is that? Don't tell me you blame us. Did you go and check out the abandoned mine yourselves? Yeah, but we did yesterday. But it was after you all had already been hauled off. We could have had a really great shot of your arrest had we been there. It really guts me that we missed such a perfect opportunity for a great shot. I swear, you people in the news business. But anyway, I was wondering if you thought this looked like the handiwork of the Sky Bandits. It sure looks that way to me. It seems that the army is sniffing around for clues too. But to be honest, it looks like there's nothing to be found here anymore. I see. That does make things a bit more difficult. Well, Mr. Reporter, why don't you let me ask you this then? Do you know from whence the Sky Bandits entered town? According to witness statements, they were seen leaving through the west gate. Well, that's awfully strange. The mayor's residence and Beau Saint Marquet are right through the west gate. And it seems like attacking those two places would be far more lucrative. When you put it that way, that makes a lot of sense. But if you don't mind me asking, who the heck are you anyway? I'm glad you asked. I'm Olivier Lenheim, a wandering bard and gifted musician. I'm sure you've heard rumors about me, right? Oh, right. You're the guy who drank wine without paying at that classy restaurant. It takes guts to stiff such a big bill. It's an honor to meet you. You're making me blush. I'm ready for my interview anytime, so don't hesitate to ask. Wow, really? I'm getting a headache just listening to this crap. These two are very much alike. I'm not even going to ask how this guy wound up with the rest of you. That would be for the best. Wow, it looks like the burglars made off with nearly everything. I could have sworn that my boss locked up last night. Well, and now, if I'm right, wrong side of town. Alright, camera's been messing with me something fierce. If I'm right. Nope. Am I right about this way? No. Okay, seriously, what do I have to do? Burglars, business deals, yeah. Can't believe the Sky Bandits managed to circumvent our search and just walked right into town and burglarized a whole bunch of places. We were really outdone this time. Alright, there's... I don't... hello. Talk. Oh. My shop got ripped off by a bunch of thieving criminals. And they took off with every last one of my pricey goods, too. Why did this have to happen to me at a time when there are hardly any goods around to begin with? Tisk, tisk. Oh my god, Shara. Seriously. Camera, I hate you. Oh man, the camera angles are just not doing it for me. There we go. Okay. Hey, you there. What? Is something wrong? I thought I'd better give you a word of advice. Even if you are representing the mayor, at the end of the day you are still civilians. We cannot have you wandering around here in the middle of our investigation. Who do you think you're talking to? Your advice seems rather more like a threat. I'm just saying you need to know your place. But if you're so adamant about investigating the matter, then do it after we've cleared out of here. If we get any more trouble out of you, then I'm going to have to give you an personal invitation to jail. Forget it, Estelle. There's no use arguing with these gentlemen. Huh, for an ass in a lion's skin, you sure know how to throw your weight around, Mr. Soldier. What did you just say? May I ask what's going on here? Oh, got music playing. It must be important. Colonel! For a soldier in the prestigious Royal Army to be threatening our good citizens, that is an outright embarrassment to us all. But these aren't just civilians, sir. They're members of the Bracer Guild. Oh, is that so? Then I ask you once again, what is going on here? The army is supposed to be working closely with the guild. What do you intend to accomplish by being rude to our allies? As far as the general is concerned, yes, the side of the general really concerns me. I'll take over the investigation from here, so please take your men and clear out. But sir, your men have been here since early this morning, so I presume that a sufficient investigation has been conducted by now, yes? I'll smooth things over with the general later. Is there anything else you wish me to address? No, sir. Alright, men, pack it up. We're returning to Hawking Gate. Good riddance. It looks like that's that. It seems that some of our personnel were rather impolite. Please allow me to apologize. I appreciate the gesture, but we made some slightly inflammatory remarks as well, so how about we let bygones be bygones? That suits me just fine. As I stated before, the army is supposed to be working closely with the guild. I think our two organizations working together grants us each the ability to make up for the other's shortcoming. I'm looking forward to any progress you make with the recent series of events. Thank you. We'll do what we can. He seems like a decent guy. Yeah, I wonder who he is. Colonel, it's almost the appointed time. Oh, already? Excuse me, but it appears I must take my leave. But before I do, it looks like I haven't properly introduced myself. I am Alan Richard, a colonel in the Royal Army. If there is anything I can do to assist you, please don't hesitate to contact me. He seems nice. Colonel Richard. I feel like I've heard that name somewhere before. Niall was the one who mentioned his name earlier. He said something about him being a sharp young officer who leads the Royal Army's intelligence division. Oh, right. Wow, for someone in the military, he sure knows how to listen to others. Probably in his mid-30s, and he's not hard on the eyes either. He seems like he's more fit to be a politician than a service member in the army. Hey, you guys! Who was that you were just talking to in the black uniform? I could swear I've seen him somewhere before. Are you trying to tell me you didn't recognize him at all? That was Colonel Richard of the Intelligence Division. You know, the guy you mentioned earlier. What? You're not pulling my leg, are you? As fun as that would be, nope. He said so himself, so I'm fairly confident he is who he says he is. To think that the legend himself would show up here. We can't wait around here like this any longer, Dorothy. Let's see if we can catch up to him.
Aye, aye, sir. Although I'm really not sure why we're chasing after anyone. Did you see the light, his eyes light up? I wonder if he's going to do an interview or something. Anyone else in the army would brush him off, but I'm sure the colonel will oblige him. What's the matter with you, Olivier? You look serious, and I gotta say, I find it creepy coming from you.
I was just thinking about the colonel. I'll be the first to admit that he's quite the specimen of a man. But what? I can say with confidence that he doesn't stand a chance against me when it comes to the ladies. But I'd like to see him try just a little harder. It's no fun without a romantic rival.
You just had to ask, didn't you, Joshua?
I'll regret it for the rest of my life.
Alright, let's see here. Now that the soldiers are gone, how about we resume our own investigation? Let's start by talking to all the people who we couldn't talk to earlier. Good idea.
Man, it is such a difference between the General Morgan and Colonel Richard. Seriously, one hates the guild with their guts, and the other is just like, oh hey, you there.
Oh dear me. Weren't you the bracers who came to ask questions not that long ago? Oh right, we did come before. I'm sorry I couldn't talk to you then. So what you came to ask about is what happened last night, right?
Yes, that's right. Is this a good time for you?
Yeah, this is as good a time as any. It was in the middle of the night, you see, when I heard a noise coming from outside. And I, of course, thought it was my husband coming home from such a late hour, so I opened the door and started yelling. But it turned out to be a group of masked men coming out of the Orbital factory across the road. I thought my heart was plumb gonna stop right then and there. Although it turned out the burglars were rather surprised and ran away to the north. I see.
Wow.
So it was the Sky Bandits, huh?
So what you're saying then is that this house didn't incur a loss of any kind?
Yeah, thanks to the mercy of the goddess. Can I ask you another thing? Did your husband coming home late mean that he went to the bar? If it was only that, that would be forgivable. In addition to being a no-good drinker, he's obsessed with this.
Seal raised her hand in a casting motion. Oh, fishing. And while Shara ponders, I'm going to take a small break. I've been at this for like 45 minutes trying to get things right. Alright, we're back.
Oh, I get it. You mean fishing, right?
I see now.
That's right, he loves fishing more than life itself. Just yesterday he said something about catching some smelt and took off to the lake in the south. And on top of that, he still hasn't come back. So what you're saying is he doesn't know anything about the incident? That's exactly what I'm saying. And when that good for nothing husband of mine gets home, he's going to get wet for it, let me tell you.
Hi, honey, I'm home. Ooh, what a day I had. I was fishing patiently all morning, but I have nothing to show for it. Oh, what's this? Do we have guests?
You senile old man.
My goodness, woman. What kind of fiery tempest has gone into you? Don't you know it's rude to get like that in front of guests?
If anyone's being rude, that would be you. I'm dumbfounded that my own husband can just take off to do what he likes at a time like this.
Huh? What do you mean by a time like this? Maybe I should explain. Joshua gave Mr. Kuwano a brief explanation regarding the burglaries which transpired the previous night. Burglaries by the Sky Bandits? You don't say. Now that is terrible. But to think that they hightailed it out of here after my wife hollered at them is hilarious. Ha ha ha, guess I got to experience the Cecile effect firsthand.
What did you just say? Let's all calm down now, shall we?
But to think that the Sky Bandits came in the night like they did and then just disappeared like that. I wonder if it has anything to do with that thing he was talking about the other day. He? What do you mean? Oh right, you don't know him. He is my fishing buddy. He's staying at the inn down the lakeshore to the south of here. If I remember right, he said something about seeing a strange bunch near the place the other night.
A strange bunch? Now, this sounds really interesting. Can you tell us a little more about what you've heard?
Sure, I don't mind, but I'm just going to tell you up front that this is all hearsay. From what I heard, he just happened to see them by chance as he was out fishing during the night. He saw them leave by way of the inn's front door and then out onto the road. However, when he asked around at the inn in the morning, it turned out that no one like that had stayed there the night before. Yeah, that is rather odd. So, was there any type of burglary at the inn? No, nothing of the sort at all, in fact. It's quite quiet there, the meals are great, and it's, well, a place I'd recommend to anyone. But best of all, it's a prime fishing spot.
Though there weren't any definitive clues related to the incident, we did manage to hear a few interesting bits.
I concur. I especially like the one that described all the delicious food at the end.
That's not what we're talking about here. Although, I did find the fishing part to be rather interesting. Unfortunately, if there's nothing going on there, then I guess it wouldn't be worth investigating.
Actually, I think it's quite the opposite. If someone had been careless and caused a problem, the army would have thoroughly investigated it. Conversely, the possibility of the Sky Bandits appearing where there's nothing happening is rather high.
Oh, well, I guess that's one way to think about it. And in light of this series of incidents, there's either a spy in the army or the Sky Bandits are a really clever bunch of thieves. It'll be extremely difficult to corner them only by investigating the incidents which have occurred. We'll need to get one step ahead of them by tracking down their movements. I see. So what you're saying is that we should take an offensive stance rather than a defensive one.
Then how about we get going? Off to the beautiful Valeria Lake, extolled in many a rhyme as the Pearl of Liberal. If you're wondering why Olivier, that's why I'm calling him, because that sounds the most natural. If I've changed his voice, it's because I actually heard what his voice sounds like in combat. It's nothing to what compared to what I was doing originally. Though then again, you probably don't care about how I do it. I'm just doing it for fun. Alright, so we're going back to Valeria Lake. So I've already been there once, and now that the first attempt at this session failed, I have a better idea of what to do. So, yeah. Now, hopefully soon there will be something for Amberl Tower. Because I read that there's supposed to be a quest there, but none's popped up.
So this is the north shore of Valeria Lake, huh? It certainly seems peaceful and quiet around here.
The inn doesn't look too shabby either.
I stayed here once before when I was in the area on another job. The wine's great, the rooms are nice, pretty much what you'd expect from a place like this. Too bad this isn't a pleasure trip. You mean it's not? I, at least, intended to toss my cares to the wind for a while, taking cat naps in a rocking boat by day and filling my belly with food and wine by night. Heaven. This is what a vacation is all about. Ha! Come on, everyone. I was just joking. We can enjoy a vacation any time, but now is the only time we can enjoy taking care of some would-be thieves. Even I, Olivier Lenheim, know enough to get my priorities straight. I don't think this has anything to do with enjoyment or not. Well, whatever. As long as he does his share of the work he's here to do. Let's see if we can find the old man staying here that loves fishing. The guest who said he saw some suspicious individuals here 2 nights ago, right? The very same, Joshua. But since I already know who to talk to, let's just go ahead and do that. Welcome to Kingfisher Inn. Are you all here to stay? Let's see, yes and no. How should I put it? We're here looking for a certain someone. Is there a guest staying here who loves to fish? Well, pretty much everybody who stays here loves to fish. We heard he was a friend of the old man who stayed here yesterday. Do you have a clue who that might be? Oh, are you talking about old man Kuano? If you're talking about his fishing buddy, then I think you must mean Lloyd. Lloyd? I've heard he's a professional angler who came all the way here from the Royal City. It seems as though he's a member of the Fishermen's Guild there. He sounds like a pretty amazing guy. Do you know where we might be able to find him? Huh. He's out dropping a line somewhere, of course. If I remember right, he should be out on the back gate. Oh, interesting. Okay, so, fun little tidbit. You can search this area, and, like, there's an old man, where he's talking about. If you talk to him and then come back here, Joshua says, something about him. Anyway, what do you have? I don't have any of these. Here we go. Just get one of each. That way I can cook them myself. So yeah, he's out back here. Now this scene is kind of crazy. Excuse me. Are you the man named Lloyd who's from the Royal City? Wow, he's really focused. He's tuned everything out of his mind but fishing. It looks like this is where my skills come into play. What are you... Just sit back and enjoy. Olivier leaned over and with a smile that left all kinds of things up to interpretation, blew into the man's ear. Oh my goodness, what in the... Who are you kids? And where did you come from? That was a dirty trick to play on him, Olivier. Yeah, that was pretty low. How do you do this evening, good sir? We tried calling out to you a moment ago, but we could see that, like a true professional, your attention was fixed upon your task. You're Lloyd, aren't you? Yes, that's right. But how did you know my name? We heard from a certain old man about you. Do you have some time you could spare to speak with us? I see. So you've heard from Mr. Kuano, did you? Yeah, I saw that strange pair about 2 nights ago. I knew it. Could we get you to fill us in a little more on the details? Before that, are you all bracers or something? Is this somehow related to some sort of crime? We can't say for sure, but there does appear to be a possibility. Gotcha. In that case, I'll do what I can to help you out.
It was the other night when I was out fishing on my boat. I was returning to the inn, dead tired after a day of battling out with this lake's guardian. It had gotten late into the night, and it was about the time when everyone at the inn was asleep in their beds.
Now hold on a minute. What do you mean by this lake's guardian?
I'm glad you asked. The guardian is a giant salmon that swims the murky depths of Valeria Lake. It has been the feared king of the waters among fishing lovers for over a decade.
Crap, I shouldn't have asked.
It looks like you've thrown a log onto the maniac's fire.
Is it really that huge of a fish like you say?
You bet your last mirror it is, and I've been chasing the darn thing for the last 5 years of my life. It comes and goes in different parts of Valeria Lake and changes its feeding spots on a whim. I heard from a buddy of mine that it had appeared in these parts, so I came a-running from the Royal City.
Now that's what I call passion. I can completely understand where you're coming from. Whenever I find something I like, I stop at nothing until I get hold of it. For example, a bottle of Grand Chardonnay and such. In your case, steal it is more accurate. How about we get back to our story? So, Lloyd, what happened when you came back from fishing last night?
Oh, right. I had returned the boat and was on my way into the inn when I saw an odd couple head out onto the road from the grounds behind the building. Onto the road? In the middle of the night? Yep, no doubt about it. They headed out on the New Ansel path. At first, I thought they were a group of people visiting from the city heading back home. But it was way too late for something like that, and when I asked at the inn the next day, nobody knew a thing about it. Thought maybe I seen a couple of ghosts or something.
Ghosts? There are ghosts that come out here?
Just so you know, the two I saw were a young couple. They might have been two lost souls who committed a double suicide after not being accepted by those around them.
Don't tell me anymore. Oh, brother, a bracer that's afraid of ghosts? The guild is doomed.
Not to mention her habit of always wanting to hear more ghost stories and other bizarre stuff.
Now, isn't your being scared attractive in its own right, Estelle? Not sexy, but cute nonetheless. Like a little kitten shivering in the cold. You better watch out, because this kitten bites.
Ha! Well, I was just kidding about the ghost part. But the couple did, in fact, seem to be one with purpose and reason. I say this because the girl was wearing some rather odd clothing. What do you mean by that? I only saw it from behind, so I couldn't say for sure. But it looked to me like she was wearing some kind of school uniform.
A school uniform? It couldn't be.
It wasn't one from Genis Royal Academy, was it? Wow, you really know your stuff, kid. You betcha. My niece goes there as well. It looked exactly the same as the one she wears.
I see. This whole event just got a little more interesting. It's her. I know it's that lying tomboy for sure. We're finally onto her trail.
What? So she's an acquaintance of yours? Then while you're at it, tell the two of them not to fret and rush into anything they'll regret later on. If my mind isn't failing me, I could have sworn they said something about coming again tonight. Is that true? Yep, well, we'll meet back here in 2 days, is what the young man said. His tone seemed rather serious, so I couldn't help but think on it.
Well, that's understandable. We appreciate the valuable information. Just leave the rest of it to us. We won't let them get into any more trouble than they already are.
I'll be right back. Oh, I see. That's a relief to hear. I feel like a weight's been lifted off my shoulders now. Now that that is off my chest, I feel like taking a boat out and fishing again. Well, there's no time to lose. I'll leave you youngins to your work.
Man, I don't even measure up when it comes to that fishing nut.
He mentioned something about a fisherman's guild too. I wonder what kind of group that is. So now, how is this couple involved with the missing airliner incident exactly? If you don't mind telling me, that is.
Well, in a nutshell,
Sherry explained that they encountered Josette and Roland. I see. So that seems to be the person in question, all right. Which means that tonight is the night, huh?
Yeah. It seems like we should probably get a room just in case. We're going to be in for a late night tonight. All right, let's go ask the receptionist about a room.
Alright, so this is where I realized that my recording wasn't recording the audio. So yeah. Alright, I mean, we can enter from anywhere, really. Hello.
Will you be staying here with us tonight? Yeah, that's the plan.
Hold on, Estelle. If there's anything that we haven't taken care of, we better do it now. I want to head back to Bose after we've gotten a room.
I guess you're right.
Okay.
I'll reserve your room, so please come back after you finish with your other errands.
That sounds like I gotta do something. Stolen ring, huh? One sec. Okay, I'm back, and I have a bit of a rant because okay, so I checked out the stolen ring, and I have to continue on to get it. Also, I checked out the whole Amberl Tower quest because, you know, I was told that there would be a quest for it, and I never got one. And it starts when you enter Bose for the first time, but it expires when you enter the mine by that one village. That's when it expires, and I freaking didn't know about it. And the thing said that it might appear after you talked with General Morgan. I swear I looked for that and I didn't find it. Oh, I'm mad about that. It seemed like it just gave out some mirror-end job points, but it's like, still, why? Did I already? Yeah, I already bought everything. Okay. Oh my god. Man, oh man, sometimes these triggers can be so annoying. So yeah, unless something new has popped up now, we're good to go with staying in the night. And I read why they gave you that warning. So I'm gonna go pop over back to Bose real quick, check the guild, and if there's nothing new, I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back, and so yeah, there's no new quests. I'm still mad about that. I could technically reload. Shut up, phone. I could reload. Dang it, hang on. Sorry about that. Just a small emergency. Is it? Alright, I don't even know what I was doing. We're talking about. So yeah, the reason is because we're gonna be heading somewhere after this. So get a room.
Please come with me. I'll show you to your room.
Thank you very much.
This is where you will be staying. I will leave you here, so please relax until dinner is served.
This is quite a nice room. It has a certain atmosphere that you just don't find back in the city.
Yeah, it's great, huh? It wasn't that expensive either. What to do now? How about we relax until it gets dark?
What a nice idea.
I'd be more than happy to do just that. But is it really okay to take it easy? Rest when you can. That's part of a bracer's job too. This is our free time, so let's enjoy a meal, take a stroll, or something else.
Wonder what those two are doing.
Wow, what a picturesque view. The entire lake looks like it's glowing.
Too bad we can't see the royal city on the opposite shore because of the haze. But from here, it's easy to tell that this is the biggest lake in the kingdom.
This lake is like a fisher's dream come true. I bet it'd be a blast to throw a line in those waters.
Then how about it? It might be a nice change of pace for you.
Yeah, maybe I will. What are you going to do, Joshua?
Me? Let's see. There's a book I've been meaning to read, so maybe I'll just sit in that chair and relax.
How old are you again? Only geezers talking about sitting back and relaxing. Young boys are supposed to get out and move their bodies.
I'll leave that part to you.
Sometimes you can be such a drag. Oh well, I should hurry up and decide on a fishing spot. Somewhere around that pier looks like it might be a lucky spot for bites.
Alright, do we need, like, fishing equipment? I think first we need to get fishing equipment. Maybe. Okay, yeah, no, we don't have anything right now. Am I supposed to do something here, or am I supposed to go grab, like, a pole and whatnot? Let me go try. There's no harm in trying. Except extending the video length. Oh. Scheherazade and Olivier are having a drink of chilled fruit wine together.
Shara, should you start drinking again when it's only noon? No matter how light the liquor is, drinking too much is bad for your health, right? Don't worry, this stuff is just like water.
Estelle, sometimes we all need to take a breather. I understand your concern for Shara, but you can leave her to me.
Actually, Shara's not the one I'm concerned about.
Oh, he doesn't know. The fool. Alright, let's see. There's some fishing rods propped against the rack. Can I not take one? This is just a veranda. Oh yeah, but it also leads downstairs. Sweet. Are you going to fish? The pier looks like a nice spot.
How about you try too, Joshua? You're not so bad yourself, you know.
Just not as good as you. I think I'll just sit here and watch if all the fishing practice has paid off. Practice, huh? Oh, now it's letting me.
Yes, this looks like a good spot. Definitely the best spot. Now let's see about casting a few lines. Alright. Crap, I don't have a fishing pole. I wonder if somebody at the inn has a spare I can borrow.
I was just in there. Estelle. Let me in. I probably need to talk to, like, a member of management.
Do you have a fishing pole I can borrow? Yes, of course we do. They're right over here, and they're free to use for anyone lodging here. Wow, really? Score! This is a pretty nice rod to be loaning out to everyone. Alright then, I'll put it to good use. Please enjoy yourself.
Will do.